What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. This one's from Magnet, which is a offshoot branch of Magnolia. It is Officer Downe. This is about a rookie police officer. He's kind of a, timid kind of a dude. He ends up getting partnered with Officer Downe, who is basically a weird Frankenstein cop that was created to kind of push back the incredibly, you know, widespread crime in the city. They just didn't have the manpower to keep throwing cop after cop at the criminals and keep losing them. He just couldn't keep up numbers wise. So they did a dark experiment and came up with Officer Downe, who will go out and just charge right into the most dangerous areas, take on the most dangerous criminals, and then he'll die. He'll eventually get shot down, gunned down, killed in some way. Then they just go and pick him up, bring him back, and perform more dark ritualistic things on him, and he comes back to life, and then he's back out the next day doing the same thing. The movie kind of follows what happens whenever one of the big crime syndicates decides they're going to take out Officer Downe once and for all, and of course that would be a huge blow to the police force. So it just turns into this epic showdown, and then of course our rookie police officer is kind of stuck in the middle. This movie was based off a graphic novel, and it definitely shows. It's extremely stylish. The visuals are really striking, and pretty much every scene is like super fast paced and very stylish with crazy, colorful, kinetic visuals. The movie only has one topless scene, but it is a good one. Definitely worthwhile. Blood-wise, it does have a lot of blood. Unfortunately, most of it is pretty poorly done CGI, and to me that really lessens it. But as I said in my text review, some of this stuff just would be almost impossible to do with practical effects. So I understand why they did CGI, but at the same time, it just doesn't look good. And unfortunately, even like some simple stuff that they could use squibs for, they ended up using CGI, and that's just a real downer, and it dampens the fun of the scene for me. I know some people don't mind CGI, but I just can't get into it. It does seem like there are some practical effects, but I would say about 90% of the blood here is CGI, which is kind of a letdown. The movie is fun though. It's very dumb, so don't expect like a deep story or whatever. But it's very fast paced. It's got a lot of action. It's a violent, memorable action. Cheesy one-liners. It's not high art, but it is what it is. It actually is pretty artistic, but it's not art as in like film as a whole. You know what I mean? Like the narrative is not that great, and the performances aren't very good. But it's just very campy, over the top action, and it's just fun to watch. And I was really against it just because I hated how much CGI was in it. But at the end of the day, it is a pretty decently fun movie. And so as long as you can overlook terrible special effects and appreciate the visuals and the just insane levels of action in this movie, I think it's worth checking out. The Blu-ray from Magnet, it's got a beautiful HD transfer, and then it's got behind the scenes interview and a trailer, so it's not a really packed disc, but the transfer looks really good, which is crucial for this movie because it is so much about the visuals. So I'm really glad that this is like a razor sharp, super crystal clear presentation. So that's it. If you, like I said, if you like over the top action, crazy like comic book style violence in movies, Officer Downe is definitely worth a look. But keep in mind that there is a lot of really bad special effects in it. Other than that, if you like this video, please do check out my website, markfusion.com. I got tons of other reviews there, hundreds of them, and new ones every single day, 7 days a week. You can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch at markfusion. Thanks so much for watching this. Drop me a sub if you like these videos and you're not already a subscriber. It would greatly help me out. Thanks again. Hopefully I'll see you soon.